What's good, yo? What's good? Speaking of our podcast, live every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's your boy Mike Sears, as always. John, my right hand man, by the ways of Northern Ireland, the homie Varcrack.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Hell yeah. And today, we're celebrating 35 years of one of the most iconic albums in hip hop history. The Eric B. and Rakim Paid in Full. It drops next month, but we do it early over here in Speaky Clout. So we don't give a fuck. That's what we get down, man. This is a game-changing album for the genre. Absolutely. Like before this, you had those like true school kind of Fat Boy raps, which is dope. I love the Fat Boys, but Kumo D as well. But this is like true MCing, in a
hmm
purest form, and Rakim did a fantastic job. And like we do every episode with an artist we never talked about before, really, we just say how we were introduced. So for me, this image of the album cover been in my life before I even fucking started collecting hip hop. My uncle had the cassette, and I seen that image half my life. You know, Eric B. and Rakim rocking the fly dapper dance suits with the dookie gold ropes. Some of my favorite hip hop fashion is the '80s, like Critical Beatdown, Ultramagnetic. I love that look, dapper dance suits in the gold. So I heard the album coming up as well. My uncle played that album like crazy. My melody, all that fly shit. But it wasn't until like 1995 when I got Paid in Full on tape. One of my first tapes I got, it was through the BMG Club, you know, where people across America done raped them. I'm pretty sure overseas they had it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Columbia House and BMG. Yeah, I got that. Long after that, not too long after that, I got Follow the Leader. Most of the technique came a little later, but yeah, Eric B. and Rakim is incredible. That Rakim solo albums, if you want to break it down, so he got. Some people say Rakim got a weak discography. Well, kind of if you just think of the Rakim technical solo albums, but to me these are Rakim albums anyway. So yeah, that's my introduction to the great Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. I mean,
Yeah,
these are, I don't know, the four Eric B. and Rakim albums are all awesome. You know what I mean? Those are all, yeah, pretty much like up there as like classic albums in my opinion. And yeah, with Paid in Full, like when talking about this album, it's hard to really do it justice as far as like how important it is. Like
yes,
it's crazy influential. Like pretty much anyone you listen to, you know, this is one of their favorite albums of all time, and rightfully so. And yeah, this was the first album that I heard by them. Yeah, this is also when I first kind of got into collecting CDs, which would have been about 7 years ago. This was in like that sort of early era because it's one of those albums that's like easy to get. And I
yeah,
remember going to an old music shop that no longer exists. They used to have pretty good like 3 for £10 kind of deals. And yeah, Eric B and Rakim, I remember getting it the first time based on. I remember I heard I Know You Got Soul because that was on San Andreas, and I think I heard like a couple of her tracks are in there. Follow the Leader, like the title track off that album and stuff like that.
right.
And yeah, just always thought those dope. Those tracks were dope, and yeah, Paid in Full was the first sort of full album that I heard by them. And yeah, I got all the other Eric B and Rakim stuff. Like I said, pretty much all classic material, but Paid in Full is kind of like the genesis for a lot of a lot of the really dope stuff that we love, because like you said, early 80s, mid 80s, it was, like you said, very different era. But like when Eric B and Rakim came through with Paid in Full, like they changed the game. And even like their impact was immediately saw, you immediately saw it like the year after in '88. And I've even seen interviews with the likes of like Chuck D saying like, "Yo, when we heard Paid in Full, we wanted our next album to sound more like that." When they made "It Takes a Nation,"
Yeah,
that's how like powerful it was. And like, yeah, even like Straight Outta Compton, I listened to that and think, yeah, production wise, very much influenced by Paid in Full. With all the samples and like you know, like just the overall kind of sound of the album very different, and just kind of groundbreaking. And Rakim as an MC, he has that sort of you know, kind of like mellow, but at the same time like rich flow, like
Yeah,
yeah, like monotone, but like yeah, just like again completely revolutionized the game. And yeah, like it's a tough one to do justice, but yeah, it's this is a I think out of all the albums that we've talked about, like this is like one of the most important. It
yeah,
really is. Yeah.
it's very important. You know, there be no Nas, no Big, no Jay, no whoever the fuck it was for this record.
Yeah, like
Straight up
yeah, pretty much anyone from the East Coast, especially, like, yeah, you know,
facts.
just the influence is insane. But yeah, like I said, like even like Shannon and Compton, like everyone was influenced by this album, you know?
Everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you got the
That
vinyl,
album
oh god,
cover.
Russ.
No, sorry, just the
No, no,
album
it's
cover
okay, bro.
alone too, with the money, and like you said, the suits and everything. It's like again, like that kind of braggadocious, like rapping about like money. Even that
Yeah,
was kind of new, you
it
know.
was.
Uh,
And it's the way he rapped. It was like just a clinic in MCing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Incredible.
absolutely.
Hell yeah, man. And then the back cover is iconic as well. If you got the vinyl or you got like the remastered CD, gonna blow. I can't even blow this up, could I? Yeah, as little as you can see it, but right here, this is the paid in full posse.
Hmm.
Kind of like the Supreme team, you know, with Supreme. And there's another Supreme Magnetic, and this Puerto Rican dude right here, Rap. They were brothers, and they were goons. They were feared, and that's Killer Ben in the green. There's Coogee Rap in the brown jacket. 2 years before Road to the Riches. There's Ant Lava. He's on Wanted Dead or Alive,
Yep.
and the real 50 Cent, Kelvin Martin, is in the back. Notorious stick-up kid. You know, there's Rakim. Not sure about these other fellas, but yeah, these dudes are very fit, and they had straight gangsters on the back of the album cover, straight up. That's what Eric B. and Rakim was rolling with back then. And it's to be said that the gold chain on the cover that Rakim is rocking, 50 robbed some dude and gave it to him. So yeah, just straight grimy goon shit right there. That cover's iconic. It's crazy to see Coogee Rap on there too, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 years before the album dropped, but
So much history there. Yep.
yeah, hell yeah. And we get into the album, man. Like Ross said, very important album. We get Ain't No Joke setting it off. One of the greatest album openers in the history of hip hop. Straight the fuck up. I love how Rakim flows on here. Even if it's jazz or the quiet stung or hook the beat up, convert it into hip hop form. Just the way he just slays shit is incredible. Rakim setting the standard on how to rhyme in 1987 for the future. Rod definitely is flexing his skills on here. Many lines on here was sampled in various hip hop songs. Nobody beats the off, so stop yelling. And absolute classic. What an incredible way to set up an album. Like you would hear that shit sampled throughout hip hop years to come. You know, incredible
Yeah.
song.
This entire album is like that. There's so many like little lines and little hooks that are just
Yeah,
snatched from this album.
so many.
Yeah, I mean, I Ain't No Joke is one of my favorite songs on the album, and like you said, one of the incredible sort of opening track. You know, it's just as soon as it kicks in, you know, of the drums and then that kind of horn sample over the top. Yeah, really, really cool. Yeah, Rakim. He sets it off perfect. You know, I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done. Make sure it's broke. Like, what a way to kick off the album right there. And yeah, love it. Absolutely incredible stuff. You know, just him kind of flexing his skills, but you know, he does it in that kind of like mellow, kind of calm way. It's like so dope. You know what I mean? Because a lot of rap before then, it was very like, you know, colorful and kind of like in your face, but like, you know, Rakim and, you know, Eric B, they had that kind of more, they were just kind of like, came across as like real kind of street dudes. And you know what I mean? Like when you heard Rakim, like he does that kind of, slightly more laid back style, but he has a ton of charisma. You know what I mean? And yeah, his pen game is just great. And yeah, I absolutely love this song. Remember Me, the one you got your idea from. I
Oh
love
yeah.
that. And of course, Isham sampled that for Make Me Wanna Holla from Closed Casket, and I believe Big Pun sampled that too. Yeah, it's
That
such a
Tresley Chaz, yeah.
yeah, that's right. But yeah, so many great lines on here. I'll take you for a walk through hell, freeze your dumb and then watch your eyeballs swell. Like that's just like it's dope, but it's kind of grimy,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. Yeah, it covers all the bases. Like it's a great like single. You know what I mean? Very iconic song. Very catchy. Off the horn samples and everything. But like it's slick, it's street, like it ticks all the boxes, and yeah, absolutely an iconic track, and yeah, it deserves to be praised like the way it is for sure.
Fuck yeah. Iconic song, iconic album opener. I love that shit. Then we get Eric B is on the cut. Dope break beat with some Eric B showing his scratching skills. Just reeks of golden age hip hop. Love the drums. A little instrumental real quick. Not much to talk about.
Yeah, not much to talk about. I mean, I know like Eric B is kind of a controversial figure because a lot of people
Yes.
sort of like often say like, what did he really do on the records? And even then, I'm not really I don't know what he really did on the records. I know like Let the Rhythm Hit Him is like definitely like ghost produced. I mean, that one's
Yeah.
totally confirmed. But yeah, yeah, pretty cool scratch, and it's sort of it reminds me of like what Tom Morello would do later on with his guitar. Like with Rage Against the Machine, kind of has like a similar kind of like his scratching kind of reminds me of some of the stuff that he would do on his guitar for sure.
Fuck
Wonder if
yeah.
that was an influence there. But yeah, like you said, that kind of reeks of like the time period, but in a cool way. You know what I mean? I know
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of people when they listen to like a lot of old albums, they say, "Oh, it's dated," but I like that. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing wrong with an album sounding like it's from that time period. I think that's dope.
I
Uh,
never get that. In 80s,
yeah,
oh, I don't get that shit.
yeah. It's like for example, I don't know, pick a random album. The Chronic sounds like 1992. That's dope. I like that.
It's supposed to. It was made in 92, stupid.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is definitely has that late 80s vibe, like you said. Pretty dope drums on here, and it's a cool instrumental. I think we'll get to it later. There are multiple instrumentals. I would be cool with just one.
I said the same thing when I was bumping it over the weekend.
Yeah, but yeah, on its own, Eric B is on the cut. Pretty cool, you know what I mean? Just like the kind of like some of the vocal samples thrown in there too, and some like kind of horns down, down. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool, but like I wouldn't really go to it like go out of my way to listen to it, but it's a pretty cool track.
Yeah. Then we get one of my ultimate favorites, My Melody.
Oh yeah,
Absolute classic. Love that intro. Rockin's voice just flows on the beat like water. Whether playing ball or bobbing in the hall or just writing my name and graffiti on the wall, I fucking love that. Just spitting braggadocious royalty on here. My favorite line from Ra is when he says, "For wisdom within, with wisdom," which means wise words being spoken. Too many at one time. Watch the mic stop smoking. Love that. Also love when he says, "I take 7 MCs, put them in a line, and I have 7 more brothers who think they can rhyme. But it'll take 7 more before I go for mine." Now that's 21 MCs, 8 up at the same time. Love that shit. Emma used that on fucking I'm Back or something. I can't remember the track it was. But you'll change the words a little bit with Columbine and all that. Gets edited. But yeah, Rod just amazing on here, man. Excellent song. I love it. Classic.
yeah, Eminem pretty much jacked some of the stuff on this album.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, some other shitty jacks too. Yeah.
Yeah, great song. My only knock against it, it's a bit long. I think it's like nearly 7 minutes. It's a little long, but
Yeah,
dope song.
they need to trim the fat on that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But like you said, it's just straight bars from Rakim on here over quite like a minimalistic beat. But I like his vocals on here sound kind of like kind of distant and kind of echoey. But I think it's cool. It sort of adds to the atmosphere of the song, I think. And yeah, just really dope lines on here. I keep the mic at Fahrenheit, freeze MCs, then make them colder. The listener system is kicking like solar, and it's just like, dope braggadocious stuff right there. And yeah, again, so many lines, and bits taken from our other artists later on down the line, like that part where he says, "Pull up a chair." Like I've heard that sampled so many times elsewhere, and even Limp Bizkit, they try. I have to mention them, with My Way, they just straight up took that, check out my melody, like they just straight up took it from here, and yeah, but yeah, My Melody, it's a really really good track. Maybe a little long, but like yeah, Rakim just absolutely he absolutely murdered it on here. Just line after line of just dope braggadocio rhymes. And yeah, he absolutely did his thing on here for sure. I think it's like 4 or 5 verses like that, and it just goes on and just kills it on there. Cause my strategy has to be tragedy, catastrophe, and after this you'll call me majesty, like your majesty, like oh that's so dope,
Yes.
Yeah, iconic track, and like yeah, it's another really good one for sure.
His wordplay is just magnificent. He's the best to do it.
Like in terms of lyricism, like no one was rapping like him.
Not a
like,
soul.
No.
This is before Kane even.
Yeah, this is before Kane. Before G-Rap. Obviously, like, we had Chuck D and KRS, but like they were just kind of like starting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's crazy. Like the foundation that was led by this album alone is just, I don't know, kind of blows my mind listening to it. Honestly, it's
Likewise.
like so important. Yeah.
And he mentioned 1986, so it was recorded in 86.
Yeah, I believe Eric B as President was released as a single in 86. Yeah.
He was 18 years old. He was 19 when it was released. That's wild, bro. Wild.
Yeah, because he sounds so wise and so intelligent. Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, he was already down with the 5% Nation at that point. So next we get I Know You Got Soul, another hip-hop masterpiece, all-around classic. It's been a long time. Should have left you. That a strong rhyme to step to. Like, that's classic, quoted a million times. Definitely one of my favorite joints and favorite beats on the album. Just love the way he rides the track effortlessly. It's like it's nothing to him the way Ra raps. So many quotable and memorable lines on here. Ultimate hip-hop classic. I love this song. I Know You Got Soul is so fucking good. Classic.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite song on the album for me. Yeah, it's just so good. Like everything from like the use of samples and stuff like that, which of course, like the samples used on here were used again and again, subsequently so many times by other MCs. But like this is like beat wise again, just so immediately kind of catchy and very groundbreaking for the time. And like you said, like just love the way Rakim comes in at the start with those iconic lines. It's been a long time, she's gonna let you without a strong rhyme to step to. Think of how many weak shows you slept through. Time's up. Sorry I kept you. Oh, I love that. Just how he rides that.
Yeah.
It's so fly. And again, like his delivery's not shouting. He's not like going nuts. He's just like, playing it cool. You know what I mean? It's just so awesome. Another part of the song that's sampled a lot is that part where he goes, as you hear it, pump up the volume, dance.
A lot.
Yeah, there was that song, I believe. It was sampled by a group called Mars, I believe. It was like a electronic song called Pump Up the Volume. They just sampled that over and over again. Yeah, I love this song. I love the chorus, of course. Sampling Bobby Bird's I Know You Got Soul. And yes, so such a good song. Again, hard to do it justice. It's just an iconic track. And I've heard it a lot, and I've never really got sick of it. I think it's amazing. Another favorite part for me is where he says, "You listen to it, the concept might break you, because almost anyone can relate to." Whoever's out of hand, I can give them handles, line them up, blown out like candles. Like, yeah, it's so fly. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just such a great track. Well, it's probably my favorite on the album for sure.
Fuck yeah. Something for me too, for sure. Just like the greatest hits album is playing out, like, man. Amazing.
Yeah, all the songs with lyrics, they're pretty much like iconic songs. They really are,
Fucking amazing.
Big singles, a lot of them too. So yeah.
Then we get Move the Crowd. Love that beat. Rob flexing his skills on here. Get some whack MCs that can't write rhymes. The scratching in here is incredible. I love when he says, "So I'm gonna let my knowledge be born to perfection. A praise is due to Allah, and that's a blessing." Raw overall, talking about moving the crowd. Well, Swag MCs can't. Definitely a standout. It'll probably make my top 3, spoiler alert, because I love this shit. Just the confidence he has, the braggadocio shit he has on here, just amazing MC. Raj, just his voice is dope as fuck too. I didn't want to mention that. Yeah, I love
Definitely.
Rock him. Mount Rushmore shit for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean it's another really great track. Again another single off the album, and yeah, I really like the kind of the bass at the start. Dum 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 dum.
I
It's really
love that
cool.
beat.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And the beat overall, I don't know, reminds me of like I don't know, like an old video game, like I don't know, like Sonic the Hedgehog or something. It just kind of has that kind of vibe to
Yes, it does.
it. But yeah, really cool song. Like you said, just kind of again on that kind of braggadocio tip, but just doing it the way Rakim did, back then. Like again, just fly rhymes, and yeah, it's like as far as like beats go, it's probably one of my favorites on the album for sure. Yeah, it's a really really cool track. Yeah, not much else to say really about that. I believe this is the song where he says, your hands in the air, your mouth is shut, because I'm on the mic and Eric B is on the cut. I'd imagine this is where they got that line from, for the Eric B is on the cut song, so they
is on the cut.
yeah. So, but yeah, move the crowd, another dope track, and again, just yeah, it's a banger.
Oh yeah, incredible. Now we get the title track, Paid in Full. One of the greatest hip hop songs of all time, straight up. The drums are infectious. Shouts with that classic line. Thinking of a master plan. Saying nothing but sweat inside my hand. I love that shit. All talks about being a stick up kid, but he became righteous, so he earned his dough. What happened to peace? I like what he goes, happened to peace, and everybody going, peace. Some dope scratching towards the end as well. Paid in Full. Excellent track. Love it. That beat too. Fucking
uh,
love it. The samples, all that shit's fire.
yeah, it's I don't know, it's just such an amazing song.
Probably
Like,
my favorite. Yeah, my favorite.
yeah, it's up there for me for
Yeah.
sure. Just when it kicks in, with the beat and everything, I don't know, it's just a timeless track for sure. And the only thing I wish is like, sometimes I wish it had like more than one verse, because the song kind of
Yeah,
ends
one
like
verse.
halfway through, and then it sort of lets the beat ride, which is dope. But yeah, I kind of wish that there was two verses. But yeah, just such a good song. But when Rakim sets it off with thinking of a master plan, just like his delivery of that is pitch perfect, and like, you got the kind of just the beat overall is just such a vibe. You know what I mean? Just definitely has that kind of like, we're out here, we're making money, we're getting stung kind of thing. And anyone can relate to that. So yeah, fantastic track. Yeah, love it.
Fuck yeah. Amazing title track. Then we get As the Rhyme Goes On. I love how heavy the bass is on here, man.
Hmm.
Like Kim flown on here. On the R. to the A to the K I am. If it wasn't, then why would I say I am? We know who did that. We don't know who
Yeah.
did that. You know, definitely a dope cut on the album. I like when he go. Oh, this is my favorite line. He says, "Yo, so Eric, pick up the needle, put it in the middle, give me a scratch, turn the mic up a little." Like it's simple, but it's fucking fire.
Yeah,
You
his
know,
delivery is just insane. Yeah.
it's so dope. Like Rakim is like a very strong MC. The dude is incredible. Like, yeah, dope ass track. I love that track right there. Fire.
Yeah, this is another dope track. It's probably like out of all like the songs, I guess it kind of ranks low, but that's just like that's not a knock on the song. I think it's just there's so many heavy hitters on here.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, like beat wise, this is probably like the darkest beat on the album for sure. Yeah, it definitely has like this kind of sense of mystery and kind of darkness behind it. But yeah, just again, Rakim just doing a fantastic job on here. Ready to absorb the rhymes that I just poured into the mic, so unite in this, and this won't be so bored. Like just again, just flexing, doing his thing, but again, his delivery is just on point, and yeah, it's a dope track for sure. Yeah, maybe not one of my ultimate favorites, but I've got nothing against it whatsoever.
Okay.
It's great.
Not mad at that at all.
Yeah.
Incredible, brother. This is mad fun, by the way. I just had to put that in there. It's just
Oh
remember my
yeah.
childhood, man. Worship this album. Then we get Chinese arithmetic. I don't like this. I hate to say it. It is so cool with the little, beat and all that. Eric B flexing his skills, some dope samples. But it was something I never listened to. I would fast forward it when I was in a cassette when I was a kid. Remember that? It was cool with a little water and the fucking that shit, but not a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very similar to Eric Bia's on the cut. Really, like, there's not that much difference. Even the scratching
Yeah.
is very similar. The main difference is it has that kind of which of course is very like I don't know stereotypical. But yeah, I no, I agree with you. It's not. I would have been fine without it. Put it that way.
Likewise. But the album picks up. It's incredible. Should have been the ultimate closer in my eyes. Eric B is president. This shit is beyond fucking classic.
Make him clap to this.
Yes, I love that. A bunch of memorable quotables on here. I came in the door. I said it before. I never let the mic magnetize me no more. Love that. Like you said, that made me clap to this. Beyond classic. Definitely could hear this be played at like a block party around this time. Those New York block parties back in the day would have been cracking. I know niggas are spinning that. Beyond fire. Eric B's president is fucking beyond classic.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely fantastic. It's funny. We reviewed Ghetto D by Master P a few months ago, and yeah, of course, that's where the title track from that, takes from this. Love the beat on here. Very dope, and yeah, again, Rakim does his thing on here. The rhyme will be kicking. Oh no, taking off my coat, clearing my throat. The rhyme will be kicking until I hit my last note. That's so dope. And yeah, it's just one of those songs. Again, it just makes you feel good when you listen to it. Like most of this album does that for me. It's like, damn, it's so good. Eric B is president again, like mentioned earlier. This is a big single, and this was the debut single. This came out in '86. That's crazy. Such an fantastic song. It's hard to really do it justice, but yeah, it's just such a great track, and again, very very memorable and very important track. And it's awesome. Like you said, I think if it ended off here, I think that would have been a perfect album closer. Yeah,
it definitely would have, because what we get next, extended beat. It's just an extended beat to move the crowd. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they put that on there for like, I can imagine people like freestyling, like just take that instrumental on and people like freestyling over it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I could have done without it. Because this album's pretty short anyway. It's only 10 tracks, and 3 of them are instrumentals. It's like, yeah, I think if you took all the instrumentals out, I think it would be like 33 minutes this album. So it'd be like a modern hip hop album if you took those out. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I would be happy enough with Eric B. As president as the final track, because it's just such a like powerful, like dope way at the end of the album. And what a great title too. Eric B as president's dope. 6 minutes 20 as well. Like it's like quite an epic way at the end of the album, but oh well.
Oh yeah, man. Eric B and Rakim paid in full, 35 years. Man, 5 mic album, no brainer here. In my childhood, dog, like I said, that image I known before I even fucking knew what rap was. I remember. I just remember it so vividly. Man, top 3 tracks for me: Paid in Full, Move the Crowd. Fuck. Paid in Full, Move the Crowd. It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's hard. That's how I'm stumped. Usually right off the bat, like boom, boom, boom. I go Paid in Full, Move the Crowd, and My Melody. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough one because, like you said, it's like a greatest hits album almost, this album.
Yeah.
Like all of the actual like songs with lyrics, they're all like these bona fide classic songs, And yeah, I mean, I have to give it 5 mics as well, just because like, it's just such a fantastic album. Even though like I do prefer pretty much the other Eric B and Rakim albums, but
likewise, yeah.
Yeah, but Paid in Full, in terms of like influence and impact alone, there are very few hip hop albums that have as much impact as this one. It's just, yeah, this was an absolute game changer, and the album holds up really well.
It does.
I think, the beats on here, obviously they're of its time, but like they still bang in my opinion. A lot of great samples on here, a lot of banging drums, and Rakim's his lyrics and his delivery are still hold up really, really well, I think. And yeah, I mean, this is such a good album. You can't really go wrong with any of the tracks on here. My top 3 are I Know You Got Soul, Paid in Full, and I Ain't No Joke, probably. But yeah, you can't really go wrong with this album whatsoever. And yeah, I mean, the instrumental cuts may not be everyone's cup of tea, but like you can skip over those. It's no issue, I think. Even if you just took those out and listened to all the tracks, as they are, like, it's still awesome. You know what I mean? And this came out in '87. Like, this is like, we talk about, this is when hip hop was starting to get really dope. No disrespect to anyone who came before, no disrespect to LL, no disrespect to like the Beasties or whatever. They definitely did their part. They were sowing the seeds for like what was coming later. But like '87, between this, Criminal Minded by BDP, Yo Bum Russia So by PE, like, yeah, it was picking up big time. Bigger and Deffer by LL Cool J as well. Like, yeah, it was getting there. And then '88, it's a wrap.
'88 is one of the greatest years in rap history.
Yeah, it is. We got the follow-ups to some, a lot of those artists. We got, Follow the Leader by Eric B and Rakim. We got It Takes a Nation of Millions, to Hold Us Back by Public Enemy. We got
By All Means Necessary.
Yeah, By All Means Necessary. Exactly. Like, everyone was stepping up because of this album. Paid in Full made people go, oh shit, we need to we need to step our game up. And I even, like I said earlier, I think it was Chuck D saying, the Bomb Squad, heard it and were like, yo, we need to sound more like that. It was
them Shockley brothers had their work cut out for them.
Exactly, and they were dope already, but that just goes to show how important this album is. Paid in Full, always, out of all the Eric B. and Rakim albums, you'll notice that it's the one that always gets praised, but rightfully so, in terms of impact and importance. Yeah, it deserves it. I'm not mad at that. Even though it's not my personal favorite, in terms of
Yeah,
historical value, I get it.
my favorite is 1988's Father Leader. That's my favorite.
Yeah, for me, it's either that or Don't Sweat the Technique. I love Don't Sweat the Technique. I think it's kind of not slept on, but I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't really get its props as an overall album.
That Casualties of War, son.
Yeah, The Punisher, like, oh my God. Pass the Hand Grenade and all that. Yeah, it's a really good album. I think it's dope. Really
My
do.
uncle used to rock that tape like crazy.
Yeah. Taste the Children and everything. Like, it's such a good album. Of course, it has, No Delage, of course, from the Juice soundtrack.
Oh
Which
shit,
is,
we can do that as well if you want later on down the line because it's 30
yeah,
years.
because it's 92. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah, for me, that's up there, with Follow the Leader. I don't know. It's kind of hard for
It
me.
is hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But, and of course, Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em is dope, too, I like that album a lot.
Oh, Mahogany, my nigga.
Mahogany, yeah.
Fire.
Even just the title track is so, like, eerie and dark.
Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. R.I.P. Paul C.
Yeah, he did a lot of the production on that, right?
Yeah. Who did this, Marley?
I heard, I know, I've heard that before, and I've also heard that, some people just say, Rakim did some of it himself as well. I've heard that too, but yeah, obviously it's all kind of, not one, I don't know for sure, but yeah.
Yeah, man, I fucking enjoyed this. This planted the seeds for my favorite rapper of all time, the boy with the chipped tooth. Esco, Nas.
Yeah, I mean,
many others too,
Yeah, this led, paved the way for all of them. Even 50 Cent, when he did Hate It or Love It with the Game, didn't he mention listen to Check Out My Melody?
Yeah, he said my favorite rapper said check out my melody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did top 5 game albums last night. That shit was lit. Highly enjoyed
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah, me and Rick. Yeah, man. So y'all niggas got questions, holla. Want to kick it for a little while?
Yeah. It was fun to do an 87 album too.
Hell yeah. We got 2 more coming up too.
Yeah, for sure.
Rakim changes that shit because Run DMC raps out the window, Sugar Hill Gang raps out the window, and so many other. That's true, and I love fucking Run DMC. But
for sure. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I always say this. I'm not a big fan of Sugar Hill Gang and Grandmaster. I respect it for sure. I will never disrespect it. It's just I'm more of a Fat Boys type of guy from that era because it was so fucking grimy. How Buffy just had the fucking it's and then Prince Marky D just killing shit. I love Fat Boys, dog. Always have.
Yeah, that Jailhouse rap is fantastic.
I don't know. That's my
R.I.P. to Prince Marky D and Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And I'm a big Beasties guy. You know that. Like 86. I love License to Ill. I love all that.
License to Ill is like crazy influential as well.
It is.
Can't knock that whatsoever. Yeah.
It's insane. Then M had to fucking tarnish it with that whack ass cover. Trying to bite it.
I know. Because when I saw that cover, honestly, I was like, "Oh shit! This is gonna be like his kind of like him paying homage to like classic hip hop or something." You know what I mean? That's kind of what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, somebody dropped the song with Snoop.
Ricardo said that shit's goofy. I didn't.
Yeah.
But yo, I posted it in our Discord. The Dog Pound Whoop-de Whoop.
Oh yes, I checked that out. Yes,
bro, I was in my living room with my fucking Bluetooth. My Bluetooth speaker sounds like a fucking car stereo. I paid $50 for it. It lit the whole apartment up. Banging.
Yeah.
And then there's the East Side of song with Trey and fucking Goldie going back and forth.
Yes.
Fire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dog. The nigga Steve he hopped on last night and he was like, I'm just getting into East Siders now. I'm like, wow, you just starting to get into them? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, better late than never, because those albums are fucking beyond good.
I love it. Yeah.
Ricardo said he wants to review that with us.
Yeah, definitely. We
Oh,
do.
yeah. Love those albums.
Yeah, I love them both pretty much equally, those first two.
I watched it last night. I didn't catch it on the afternoon. I was out that Friday, but I watched it around that night. Dope top 5 game albums. Piece to go chillin' and still do it. Hell yeah, Antoine. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, that makes you just want to fucking sea walk that fucking whoop tee whoop.
Yeah. And the only thing is, like, I'm not happy of how Snoop's handling Death Row. You know, if the
Me either.
NFTs and stuff. No, not feeling that. Because they, you know, I know this album probably isn't very good, but you know, they dropped that Mount Westmore. You know, of you know, all four of them. You know, Snoop, Cube, E40, and Too Short. I know it's probably not that good, but I just want to hear it because it has all four of them on it.
I hear it too. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been released as a stupid NFT. I'm not buying it.
Yeah. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
And we don't care, Ross, because we own the shit, but I feel bad for niggas that just have Spotify or something, because he took all that shit off except for Pac.
That's whack.
Yeah, no, that's where albums are gone. I told, because my uncle don't have Apple Music with me. He has Spotify, so I told Uncle, I'm like, yo, I'll put those albums on your phone, bro, because I know he likes listening to Doggy Style and Chronic.
Even is Dog Food taken off as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
hella
crazy. Yeah.
I hate that Bitcoin bullshit, nigga. It's just stupid.
Yeah, no, it's no, not feeling that. And Snoop also cancelled all of his like international shows that you know that were planned from like 2 years ago. He cancelled them all, so I'm kind of mad about that.
Damn, Snoop. He needs a chill, yo. Just reevaluate himself, bro.
Well, I don't know. I think he's maybe doing too much. You know, he's taking on so many projects and doing so much stuff. You know, it's dope. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but like at the same time, you know, it's a shame. You know, I wanted to see him. Oh well.
Oh, yeah. I never seen Snoop live either. Yeah, man. That shit. I can't say enough good things about that Dog Pound track. The hanging.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Corrupt and Daz, you know, they've always still had it. It's just, I don't know, you know, over the years, just different. You know, maybe some of their own production choices and stuff like that. But yeah, that track's dope for sure.
Hella dope. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, Dog Food's definitely an album we have to do someday.
Yes, we do. That's up there with like all the woo shit I want to do, like Liquid Sports and Dirty's album and shit.
Yes, yeah. There's a bunch of stuff that we just want to do for the hell of it, just for fun.
Yep, exactly. That's crazy. Spotify taking up albums. That's what I love, having cassettes and CDs. I don't blame you. I got my shit ripped to my hard drives on my iCloud, so I'm goody.
Yeah, I mean the Chronic is annoying because you know
it was.
It was just on there, but that's gone. Yeah,
it's stupid. What's your top 5 game mixtapes? Shit. You know what it is, Volume 3? You know what it is, Volume 4? Stop Snitching, Stop Lying, Ghost Unit, and probably that. What's that joint? Nipsey, the Red mixtape. What's the name of that fuck? It was like the prelude to the Red album.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the fuck that was. There you go. Yeah, I agree. It does save lives. I love my iCloud. Because, you know, I noticed something happened, Ross, because I woke up and I went to Apple Music one day and Above the Rim soundtrack was like not there. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh yeah, so soundtracks would be impacted by that too, like Murder Was the Case soundtrack probably as well.
So I had to get my Above the Rim CD and rip it. You know?
That's actually one of the Death Row soundtracks I don't have. I have quite a lot of them. I never got that one. Yeah, I just never grabbed it.
I don't blame you though. I'll tell you why. I don't blame you because you know this story, Ross. When I was a kid, I had a tape.
Yeah.
And Pain is one of my favorite Tupac songs of all time. So when I got the CD in like 98, maybe even 2000, somewhere around there, I was furious that it wasn't on there.
It's stupid that it's not on there.
Yeah. And you the one that taught me about it to get the Warren G single.
Yeah.
You know, so hell yeah. Salute for that. But
Afro
I think
Puffs is on there too, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Puff's banging, man.
It's the lady of race still kicking up dust, so let me loosen up my bra
Strap.
strap. And let me hit you with this raw rap. Yeah.
Hold on a minute, Ross. Right.
Yeah, no worries.
Back.
Antoine says the first game mixtape I know is the one with JT the Bigger Figure. I actually think I might have saw that out in the wild once. I didn't grab it, but yeah. I have seen that before in a I think it was in a charity shop quite a few years ago. I actually have a game mixtape, but I can't remember what it's called. I think it was around the time Doctor's Advocate came out. I do have one somewhere knocking around here.
All right, Ross, I'm back, brother. My bad.
Yeah, no worries.
I say bye to my mom, Dukes.
Yeah, no problem.
Name some albums you're anticipating for the second half of the year. You know what I'm anticipating? That Rome Streets Griselda debut. That Stove God Cooks Griselda debut. That's about it. There's more, but my brain ain't working. Allah Zulu, that Mikey Clark album, for sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anything else? Can't think. My nigga Luke the Goon's going to the gathering, and Isham playing, and he's like, I hope you ain't doing all that psyop shit. And I was like, his sets are usually fire, I heard. Like,
from what I can tell from watching the stuff online, yeah, he doesn't do much new stuff, which is good.
Yeah. Fucking worship Isham, you don't know that.
Oh yeah, more of him coming.
Oh yeah.
At some point, yeah.
Yep, Bruce Wayne, baby, and motherfucking Nodis, multi-millionaire.
Yep.
Which I can't get enough of. Yeah, JT the Bigger Figure. I remember Game was down with him.
Yep, that's right.
The CD was in the stores before documentary even came out. I remember that. It was called it's gonna bother me. I gotta look it up, Ross. I think it's like Life Story or something. I gotta see what the fuck it's called. JT the Bigger Figure.
Group Home? Are they doing the gathering?
They are? Untold Story, that's what it's called.
Resin just says that lineup looks killer. I didn't even know Group Home was still around. Yeah, I don't know.
The lineup looked weak to me, but shout out to Group Home, Slick Rick, KRS-One. Besides them, Launch Fest is going to be there too with Executioners.
That's odd.
That's what I That's what I said. That's funny.
I mean, it's cool, but like, yeah.
Onyx too. I think Onyx is gonna be there.
See, that fits. Like Onyx, at the gathering, like that fits. Yeah. I think that makes sense.
My boy PJ, that I know in real life, he has the RV. If I ever had enough money, I would definitely go with him.
Mm-hmm.
But my fat ass can't be out there in that heat.
Oh no.
Scorching. 04 was good enough for me. That's my favorite year in life because that's one of the reasons too. So, I know Group Home toured at the Clowns. They toured at Little Box era, like 95. So
yes.
Little Box, all we got is us and Living Proof. Group Home, Onyx, and ICP. And Dawes Effects, too. I was like, damn. That was Hold It Down. My favorite Dawes album.
Sir Mix-a-Lot is doing it?
Yeah, he's there, too. I know Two Dope is he's a mark for him.
Fair enough. Egyptian Lover is doing it. Okay. It's a weird lineup, isn't it?
It's strange.
Yeah.
This nigga Violent J got pneumonia and shit. He said he's recuperating from it.
Oh wow, he's had a lot of health problems recently.
I know. And popping those pills don't help, Jay. Jesus.
Popping them things.
Oh my god, what a heat rock.
Yep.
Banging. Talking about G-Unit yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know most of the people on this Cavern of the Juggalos lineup. I know who Schizo is. I know a couple of these people, but most
Schizo
of
is
them
fucking
no.
on Fuck Everybody, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Believe I've noticed, yeah.
I don't like Chris Brown. I'll be honest. McDonald's. I love R&B for sure. I love R&B, but I don't. Chris Brown's talented. I use that same thing. I like one Chris Brown song. I think.
I couldn't name you a Chris Brown song. I
I don't.
don't think.
I don't fucking blame you. You know, I like one. It's called Poppin'. That's a banger. I'll be honest. But other than that, I'm not into him. Yo, you ever hear that second Group Home album, Ross?
No, the Tear for the Ghetto? No, I never
Yeah,
listened to it.
I never heard. I think Mobility One was telling me about that one time. Ooh,
Yeah, I've heard it's not bad, but yeah, I just never listened.
That's one with a dope question. Short Dogs in the House versus Shorty the Pimp.
Shorty the Pimp for me.
Shorty the Pimp because that's my second favorite Short Dog album. So yeah, I love both of them. But
that's when he was rocking with Ant Banks.
Dog, the production on there is amazing.
In the trunk, yeah, come on.
So good. And like I told you, I like to get high to that shit because it's like the beats just suit me. Love Too Short.
Yeah, it has that Stepdaddy on there. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Shorty the Pimp classic. Yeah. We need to do a top 10 DJ Quick songs someday.
Yeah, it's funny that you just mentioned that. I listened to Way Too Funky not too long ago.
Oh, really? Hell yeah.
Yep.
And, you know, I do the CD challenge on Instagram, the June CD challenge. And I think yesterday's challenge was Silver Anniversary. Post the album from 97, and I posted Street Gospel, Sugar Free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, fucking love that album. Quick's production on there is crazy. Yo, Rez, that question's for me. I go issues, but I love Significant Other, bro. I keep it a stack. I love
99 right there. Yep.
Yep, both of them. Worship issues. I got issues.
Issues came out the same day as 2001, right?
Yep, I got that the same exact day. Great day. If you love Limp Bizkit, the world's most hated band, shout out to Joker's Gallery. We're doing top 10 Limp Bizkit songs, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, coming soon. It's gonna be all for the first two albums, but it's
Yeah. I tried listening to their last album, the one that came out last year, but no, it's just no.
I like some songs in there, but I'm not gonna fucking argue with you, bro. Like it's not.
Yeah. They're too I don't know, they're aware, they're very aware of where they're at now. Does that make sense? They know that people hate them. I don't know. They're
I
very
like
self-aware.
them, but I think they're cringy as fuck. I'll keep it 1,000.
Well, it's mainly Fred there, so let's be honest.
Yeah.
The band are cool. The band are good, but Fred there.
Sam Rivers is an amazing bass player. John Otto and shit.
Yeah. Wes Borland, of course.
I love Wes.
But Fred Durst, he's pretty cringy.
Right here. I ain't gonna lie though. $3 bill, y'all. Woo, fire. So is Significant Other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I love that song with Method Man in the Cavern now.
Oh, fuck.
Classic.
Eat.
Yeah. Music video of them playing PlayStation. And
yeah.
Stuff.
I used to watch TRL just for that. Yeah, 99 is
Shut the fuck up.
So good. So fucking good. I remember I got Twisted Most Tastes reissue that day, and I got that the same day, something or other that came out the same day, and Unc got Best of Raw is War, Volume 1. I remember that. Oh, yeah. On VHS.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Those two albums are amazing with Short, and Life is also fun. Yeah, my favorite Too Short album is Getting When You Fit It, 93 is my favorite album.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, my favorite period is that 92 to 96 period, I guess.
Fuck yeah. Smooth gangster pimp shit.
Yeah.
I read that already. Yeah, man. Fucking. Shout out to Rome Bone to Deftones around the fur with him. Enjoyed that episode.
Well, you're doing a lot.
Oh, yo, that's what the nigga told me. He's like, damn, Mike, you're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Rick hit me the other day, and Rick was like, yo, you do something for the game. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I'm not going to deny Rick. Come on. He's barely on here because he works a lot. So I didn't mind doing it because game is in the news right now with all the controversy he's stirring up. So let's do it. So
Dramatic.
Yep. Push back to July 8th. And no one's really saying nothing. We can end it here, brother.
Yeah,
I know you're tired as well. So.
Yeah, well, I feel a lot better now. It's one of those ones like once you start the show, I'm good.
Oh, all right.
The adrenaline kicks in, but yeah, no, it's all good. Like like you said, the chat's kind of quiet, and we're reaching like an hour here anyway. It's pretty good, I think.
All right, y'all. See y'all niggas on the flip side, man. Thanks, y'all. Love y'all niggas, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
Peace.